awards and recognition, but this is the most meaningful that I've ever had. And first, to Liz and Chris, to be nominated with you is an honor and a privilege. They're two amazing market managers. And I'm going to ask you to just bear with me for a few minutes because I got a lot of people to thank. So, first, thank my wife and my family, because you know in this crazy business, without their support, we can't do what we do. To Michael, Jill, and Derek for their leadership. Thank you, Michael and Jill, for bringing me on board. I know that they always supported me and made sure that they had my back. And even when things were going a little bit slower than Michael wanted, he still showed faith in me. Although at times he kind of sounds like Joe Pesci.
Didn't I ask you to fix the market? I waited 30 minutes in the drive-thru. Oh, you think that's funny? I make you laugh? I'm here to amuse you?
Derek Pratt, last April when we opened up Valenti, he came out and he asked me, what do you need, Richie? And it was a big ask. It was $3 more an hour because we needed to get staffed up in Arizona. We were getting killed, and you can't ask managers and hold them accountable unless you have them not doing tasks and running restaurants. And Derek sat down with me, and you know how Derek does that, right? He stares at you. And he doesn't blink for 3 hours. And at some point, I'm thinking to myself, do I need to pick something up to defend myself? But honestly, it comes from a spirit of who he is, that he really cares. He listens to every syllable, every word, because he wants to hear what you have to say. The next day, he called me up. First thing he says, "Are you okay, Richie?" And the next thing after that, he says, "We're going to make that happen." And I can tell you that I know Jill and Michael were involved in that decision. Not an easy decision to do. And they did that, and it was really the beginning of the turnaround of the market. I'd also like to thank Kim Rivera and Joe Baraka and Debbie for their support in the market. In New York, we give names to people, right? Joey the Nose, Skinny Dom. So Kim, my name's Kim, you're not a moron, Rivera. When she trains you, even though you know you're not getting it at all, she makes you feel like you're gonna get it any minute now. And Joe, I call him Joe Pasta Bazul, because that's a good comedic name. Because when Joe trains, it's like a comedian. A mustard and a relish and a ketchup walk into a bar. And Debbie, I am standing. Where are you? Just like an amazing ball of energy. And I mentioned originally that there are many people that this award belongs to. I stand as an individual, but there are some people that actually should be up here accepting this award with me. And one person is someone was given a task when he was training to watch my market. And all of you know Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? I'm going to eat the protein. I'm going to run the market for you. I got to tell you that Chris didn't know me from Allen's, but he took over my market as if he was going to have it forever. He went in and he started doing the hard work of getting it back up to speed, clean and organized, holding people accountable, hiring. He was relentless. It was unbelievable what he did in the market for me to lay the runway. I am grateful for his mentorship and his friendship. It means a lot to me. My boss, Maria, Maria always made me feel like a partner. And she knows more about Portillo's in her little finger than I know my entire body or ever will. But I never felt less valued. There are some bosses that you perform well in spite of them, and Maria's a boss that you perform well because of them. I'm almost done. To the market managers, they made me feel welcome from day one. that time on, they always supported me. I could pick up the phone, I could ask a question. We're having, at the corporate office and they're announcing the winners of the quarter, never a jealous bone, always high-fiving you, always happy to see you win and do well. I'm honored to be part of that group. They're an amazing group of talent. And to my team members and my managers, for their tireless effort day in and day out of what they do to make the market better every day. And I said there's another group of people that should be up here with me, to my GMs. Not too long ago, someone said, hey, you got this new boss, an ex-New Yorker that talks funny, that used to sell Chinese food, sends emails at 3 in the morning, tells stories, and he's going to talk a lot about winning. And it would have been very easy for them to shut down or ignore, especially those that have been around Portillo's a long time, but they didn't. They opened their hearts and their minds, and they let me in. And they've been incredible partners with me, and I couldn't have done it without them. And I've always felt respected and trusted and valued, and I'll even be corny and say love. And I am so grateful for them. Without them, I am nothing. They deserve this award as much as anybody. So thank you, Amy, Tom, Brian, Ray, Ken, Antonio, and I'll thank Nancy, who retired last year, but she was a big part, Zach, and Liz. And so thank you for this award. I don't know what the future holds, but I promise that I will try to live up to it every day and live up to the values and ideals of this amazing company. Thank you.